Alright, everyone. We are live. Little note to self. If you plan to get a haircut somewhere, schedule your appointment or spot in line ahead of time so you're not waiting 40 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, today we'll be doing Tapu Bulu and Pokemon Moon. I think this will be the worst of the 4 Tapus, because if we take a look at what we've played so far, oh, camera. Because we have played with Tapu Lele right here, and Tapu Koko down here. If we look at the leaderboard, Tapu Koko's in 8th place with a 229, and Tapu Lele's in 3rd with a 213. Tapu Bulu is definitely going to place lower than this just because it's a grass type. And here's the thing with Grassy Surge. Grassy terrain essentially gives all grounded Pokemon kind of like leftover status, where it'll actually heal HP. I think ground type moves get halved as well. Someone can verify that if that's true or not. But yeah, I had the stream scheduled to start 38 minutes ago. I was planning to actually be home by an hour ago, but I gave myself the extra 30 minutes. But then when I realized how long the wait was going to be, I'm like, yeah. I did tell my Discord server about it. I just hate how on YouTube mobile I can't reschedule the stream from there. It's so dumb. But anyway, why don't we get started with the run? Alright, we're going to be using the Jolly Nature. We're going to need the speed if we're trying to survive in Alola. We'll use Giga Drain and Hidden Power. Not to a huge degree, nor does my special attack mess up battles. Alright, Hidden Power Fire. While we are a physical attacker, we have usable special attack, we really need something to deal with Skarmory. Ability Grassy Surge. While this Pokemon doesn't really benefit that much from the damage boost, it does need the recovery versus some matchups. Alright, and the TMs we'll be using are Work Up, Brick Break, Protect, Hidden Power Fire, Rock Tomb, Swords Dance, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Sunny Day. Alright, so our final level in EV spread. We have to be at Professor Kukui at level 68 by the end of the game, with 28 HP, 112 attack, 92 defense, 120 speed. Okay, so what I'm seeing from this is I am going to need to blackout grind on the Marowaks quite a bit, buy Carbos, and buy Protein. Alright. Let's get started. I can read the notes as we go. Three, two, one, go. Also, hello N1, Daniel Night Sky. Daniel Sky Knight. I have no idea who's here and who isn't. Hey N1, could you notify the Discord server that I'm currently live? Alright, so yeah, we are going to need some attack EVs, so definitely knock out some picky pecks. Kind of annoying how the healing is going to waste so much time. Thanks, N1. Honestly, part of me thinks what I should have done was give myself far more time than I think I needed, and then just start early. But I think starting early might irritate some people. Yeah, it wasn't just the haircut that I had to drive into the city for, but I picked up my GameStop pre-order for a bunch of Ascended Heroes products. I got myself 4 booster bundles, and I initially pre-ordered 2 of the Mega Starter EX boxes, Meganium, Embor, and for Alligator. I picked Meganium and Embor as my 2 pre-orders, but weirdly enough, after they rang up the total, they actually owed me 20 bucks for something, like something to do with the pro membership I was using. But then I'm like, you know what? I'll just can I just buy the for Alligator box? And they're like, sure, yeah. Pre-ordering is kind of a way to bypass like a daily limit. So essentially, I had to pay an extra 30 bucks out of pocket, but I got 4 bundles and 1 of each of those starter boxes. When you add up all the packs to that, that's legitimately an entire booster box, plus some promos. I mean, in Ascended Heroes right now, I have the Mega for Alligator and Mega Frostlass Secret Illustration rares. I don't know what my main Secret Illustration rare chase is. There's so many of them. Honestly, I'll just take any of them. I mean, even if I get a duplicate, if it's like a duplicate for Alligator, do you know what kind of stuff I could trade at a card show for that? Okay, let's see. Alolan Raticate Split. Lol Brick Break. Hala. Z Workup. Brick Break, Mankey, and Makuhita. Then Giga Drain, Crab Brawler. Kind of insane we get Giga Drain at 14. What happens if I disable Harden? Dude, these fights are so slow. Good thing Leafage has 40 power points. Horn attack, yes please. Get rid of disable. Honestly, I probably should have fought the Picky Peck trainer first. Yeah, I don't know when my next card show would be. I've been to a card show in the city that I go to. They were hosted by the same group, like 2 separate times. I went there 2 separate times. And the first time was pretty fun, but the venue that it was in was so small and was so cramped. But then the second one, they rented a bigger spot, and it was just a lot better. I'm just honestly waiting for the next time they're back in the city, because they go to a lot of other states. Oh, Tapu Bulu gets work up. Tapu Lele did not. Oh my gosh, dude. Hmm. Hey, N1, is there a way to get a terrain extender in this game or a grassy seed? Because I know when I used Rillaboom with Grassy Surge as its hidden ability, you could use a grassy seed on it. But I think it was a one-time use item, though. Like, I don't think you'd get it back per battle. Post-game? Darn. Isn't there a held item called Terrain Extender? Or something that did something of that nature? Oh my gosh. You know, wait, can we learn Echoed Voice? Oh, we actually can. But I don't think our special attack is the best. I'm gonna get it anyway. Well, 31 physical attack to 20 special. I mean, who knows? This might help. At least these Meowths give speed EVs. The more EVs I can get naturally, the less vitamins I'll have to buy, which can let me fill up both stats easier. So I'm going to need to buy protein and carbos. And probably do a bunch of blackout training to Marowak. Honestly, because of the fact you could easily blackout train to those Marowak, it's honestly never worth buying iron. We didn't need it. It was more of like a backup strat. Honestly, with the fact that I've been doing so many different Pokemon games in these solo run streams and videos, honestly, I think my favorite game to do solo runs in is actually Pokemon Moon. I think it combines most of what I like. Like, you can't level your way past your problems. You kind of have to think of the solo run like a Nuzlocke with how levels work. There are alternate methods of training and getting EVs, and the held items are in completely different spots. You get access to held items that most games would never give you. There's so many different Pokemon in this game, and there are interesting ways of getting things like berries. Plus, the opponents are actually difficult. I know for some people that'd be a huge turnoff, but I actually like it. Honestly, kind of why I've been doing one moon run every week. The main reason was so I can get my skill with this game up to pace with my other games. Because with how much harder Pokemon Moon is for solo runs compared to every other game, I'm going to need to play it more to get my skill level to the point where it needs to be. But every week, I essentially look forward to that moon run. You know, I'm not going to complain about the Spearow. They give speed EVs. You know, if I wanted to, I could actually SOS grind on Zubats, which I might consider. Because I'm going to need to buy proteins, too. Hey, N1, are there any specific berries we need, like cherry chesto, super effective berries? Is there a specific berry I need to look out for? Hey, cute shaman. How's it going? Mostly a citrus berry. Grass fairy is such a weak typing. I bet poison sting will deal massive damage. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to the Plumera fights. Those are going to be awful. Oh, another thing I really like about the Moon solo runs. There's not really a good type. You know how, like, in Gen 1, Psychic and Water are really good types? In, like, Ruby and Sapphire, it'd be, like, fighting types, Psychic types to an extent, really good types. For Gen 5, normal and fighting types are very, very good. And honestly, in this game, there really isn't a good type. They all have their unique high struggle points. You may think, well, Fairy is super duper good. The one struggle that Fairy has to deal with is the Salazzle fight and Plumera. Break. Right. Thanks. Thanks for that. I almost forgot it. Plus, honestly, the Z crystals, ever since I started allowing Z crystals, these runs have actually gotten more fun. I don't view them the same as, like, Mega Evolution, because when you're Mega Evolved, you get to stay Mega Evolved the entire battle and just have a permanent stat boost. But with Z moves, you can only use it once per battle. It takes up your held item slot, which are very useful in this game. And you can use Z crystals on status moves to gain very unique effects. Like, for example... hold on. Yeah, like, using, the Water EMZ on a move like... Rain Dance actually gives you +1 speed. Alright, I'm gonna SOS train on Zubats for a bit. Not because I need the XP, but I need the speed EVs. So that way I won't have to buy Carbos, and I can focus on proteins. Because normally, I only have enough money for... normally like 8 or 9 vitamins. And if I need over 102 separate stats, it's going to be very hard to buy those vitamins. So doing a bit of SOS training in one stat does help a lot. I don't have to go all the way up to 100. But, like, enough to where maybe I only need, like, 2 Carbos. Giga Drain. I'm gonna get rid of... Horn Attack? What do I get rid of? Probably Leafage. Yeah, I think get rid of Leafage. I think the party-wide XP shares you of being able to build a team with diverse typings. Yeah, people like to complain about the party-wide XP share. My only complaint with it is it shares your EVs as well. Like, if you have a Pokemon defeat a Mankey, your entire team gets an attack EV. That's very annoying when EV training. That's like my only complaint with it. I wish it didn't do that. But, honestly, the same people who complain about the XP share are the ones who use rare candy hacks and ROM hacks. Okay, that's gonna be too much. Will Tapu Bulu accidentally Bulu over the game, or will it get slammed to the ground by Rillaboom in a 1v1? Joke's on you, Rillaboom doesn't exist in this game. I want to do a little bit more EV training. Yeah, I think I'm a little too powerful at this point. But you know what? 40 speed EVs is pretty decent enough. I think maybe by the time I go to buy vitamins, instead of needing like 7 carbos, I may only need to buy 3. That alone is going to help a lot. You need Horn Attack until you get Rock Tomb. Makes sense. Also, hey, Daniel Sky Knight. Oh, here's another neat effect. When you use the Normalium Z on Workup, it becomes Z Workup, which gives you an extra attack boost. So it's +2 attack, +1 special attack. So essentially, in a solo run where I have Workup on my Pokemon, if I give it the Normalium Z, I essentially have Swords Dance. I wonder if it's a Vulpix instead of a Growlithe in the other version? I don't know. If John Calibro shows up, I can ask him. He mainly plays Sun version. Speaking of Sun. At least the starter won't be hard today. But from what I've heard from N1, Tapu Fini is actually going to be even worse than Tapu Bulu. There's only a Alolan Vulpix. Right, forgot about that. Hey, grassy terrain like the other terrains, does grassy terrain double the power of, or is it 50? Is it 50% boost to grass moves? Do all the terrains have that effect? Defensive water type sucking. Yeah, surprised. Yeah, so this isn't going to be the best Hala split, but I didn't have to SOS train on Zubat for very long. The thing is, the passive healing was actually a negative. Alright, 24-minute Hala, not too bad. Kui has very genocidal feelings towards Growlithes. Yep, he just wants those attack EVs. Also, something else I just really like about Moon for solo running is there's so many different strategies you can do. Like, hold on. Alright, I need to go get the Expert Belt. Like, you know how, like, in Gen 2, there's a universal move, like, Return, Curse, Rest. For Gen 1, it's moves like Bubble Beam, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Body Slam. Gen 7 doesn't really have a universal move. So many different moves can just be useful. Where's my escape? Oh, I forgot the escape rope. I don't think I've ever had, like, 2 or 3, like, I keep saying like a lot. I don't think I've had 2 or 3 runs that I've actually shared a moveset for a particular foe. USUM has a worse story. Necrozma isn't as interesting as the Drama Mama. I don't know. Like, I'm a bit mixed and matched on it. I do like how the Ultra games actually put more of an emphasis on the Ultra Beasts. And honestly, I do like Lily's rewrite in the Ultra games. I don't know, I liked how it had more of a story around Ultra Beasts. Sounds like you're the person to love the jellyfish. I don't get it. Maybe you will now because of physical grass type. Yeah. Yeah, in the original Sun and Moon, Lily was kind of just there. I mean, Lily's actually one of my favorite characters in any Pokemon game. But I think I remember her story mainly from the Ultra games. Oh. Honestly, I think people wouldn't mind the story changes in the Ultra games as much if the Ultra games were in actual third versions. The problem is they weren't third versions to Sun and Moon. It was kind of meant to be a replacement. It's why they came out with 2 games. Maybe if instead of Sun and Moon, they came out with like Pokemon Eclipse or something like that, people would be like, yeah, the story isn't as great, but it's a third version. To be fair, I think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is what killed third versions. They weren't as well received. So that led to Gen 8 being like, you know what? I think if we want to add more content, instead of just releasing the third version, we should just make it a DLC instead. A remastered Sun and Moon with modern graphics? Nah. This game is still too new. Also, for these runs, I have considered for Gen 7 specifically getting rid of the black lines you see on the models. I know there's a texture pack you can use to get rid of them. Yeah, I think in Gen 6 it looks very ugly, but I think in Gen 7 it might actually look good. But I don't know how to get rid of those lines in BizHawk. I have to use BizHawk for PokeLink purposes. Glaceon W. Yeah, thankfully you're not required to win that fight. Alright, so it looks like if you hug the upper wall, that old lady doesn't see you. Alright, Wishy-Washy Split. Giga Drain. Use the HP up behind the market. Oh, so don't sell it, but use it. Okay, that thing gives attack. I want attack. It's honestly kind of why I haven't been using repels, because I need to save money on vitamins. Because I gotta buy a lot. Dude, these stupid Twitch bots. This is a new one. Best viewers, grlink.ru. My god, dude. I mean, sometimes my bot catches it, but, not always. Why the HP up? We do need a tiny bit of HP. N1 in the chat actually made the route that we're using, the notes, and I don't know which fight specifically, but he says by the end of the game, I should have around 20 to 30 HP EVs. It must be for a very specific fight for a specific reason. So I'll trust him on it. That's for a rerouting for Mullane. Oh, so we need a citrus berry. Okay, Axew putting a troll. No, Axew wasn't the one that made the notes. Axew does not route Sun and Moon for me. He hates those games. Plus, John told me the one time he had Axew help him, he gave John really bad advice. I personally don't think Nuzlocke's that fascinating of a challenge, because having to restart the game over and over again if you lose is annoying. Honestly, I can see what you're talking about, but the one thing I like about Nuzlocke specifically is you do have to think about every fight, but having just your entire run just end and you have to start over is definitely extremely punishing. Something you could probably do is allow yourself like a checkpoint at each gym, and if your entire team dies, you go back to your last save. But any Pokemon that dies is obviously still dead. But if your whole team faints, you go back to your last checkpoint. Like, so maybe something like that. Yeah, Axew's not fond of Sun and Moon. Alright, Salazzle split. We'll need a lot of Marowak training, mostly to get level 31 for Malaine, but also for Salazzle herself. We want to outspeed, which won't happen until level 26, but the training should be until level 27. Don't forget Pecha Berry if possible on Salazzle due to Venoshock. Work up into a Rock Tomb will KO Salazzle. We might get hit with Torment though, so save beforehand. What if you don't have a fly user to escape in case your team fainted? What are you talking about? You make like a save point at each gym. Like after you beat Koga, you save. And then if your team dies before you beat Sabrina, you reset all the way back to Koga. You essentially have to play that whole thing again. Scary face, gross. Salazzle, use work up to save PP in the training. Equip Expert Belt, Rock Tomb into Brick Break Salazzle. What are you talking about? Use workup to save training. Oh my gosh. On the Marowak, sorry, I was meant to say training time. Work up to save training. Yeah, that didn't make sense. Is it to, like, use work up to one-shot things? Help you save on PP? I still need some repels. Hold on. About half my money. Yep. Drank too much water. Hold on, what am I supposed to... Oh, right, I'm supposed to use Rock Tomb. Alright, so long horn attack. I'm gonna actually equip Shell Bell here. Alright, so we're gonna need to train until level 27, so we gotta be here for a while. Right. Yeah, I think I would have to use 2 workups though to save on PP. But then again, I might die. You test a workup into a Giga Drain. I mean, I guess workup into Giga Drain can also work. I mean, once I get to the point where I run out of Brick Breaks and Rock Tombs, I black out. I just got a 5% Rock Tomb miss. I mean, at least Marowak give a buttload of XP. Oh, another thing I really do like about Pokemon Moon solo runs. The move Return is essentially non-existent. You get the move very late in the game. There's so many Steel and Rock types in the late game. Return is almost essentially dead weight. Like, coverage is actually far more important than just spamming the same move. A bowl-shaped dinner. If I ever get to it. That identity crisis. It's like, yeah, should I be the good one or the bad one? Okay, so it looks like one workup can one-shot the Marowak if I don't get hit with Growl. That's good. Yeah, like I said, there's so many different ways of training and getting EVs. It's actually really fun. I'm not going to switch the channel to just solo runs in one game, because I do want the variety. But, yeah. Something I have actually considered, like changing up how I do like the solo runs content, like on live streams especially, is since I do 14 games, I want to have it to where I do each game once every 2 weeks. Theoretically, I could do daily streams and each day is a different game. But the one problem with that is I'd have to have room for like crystal streams and stuff for like the backports. So what I could do is like spread it out to over every 3 weeks. And it'll be a stream of like either a random run or a predetermined run. What do you guys think on that? Like maybe if like for this week, like let's pretend Saturdays are off limits because of crystal backports. And we could always just make Friday as Pokemon Moon Day, or we could put Moon in the every 3 weeks column. Yeah, Marowak grinding. We need the levels, and we need the defense EVs. Oh, I am already out of Rock Tombs. I'm gonna use my last Giga Drain, though. Okay, now I have to let the Marowak kill me. Because I really don't... I've been running the system where I do one game for an entire week, but then the problem is you only see like Heart Gold every 13 weeks. I think I might change that up. Oh, dude. What I get for not healing at the Royal Avenue Center. Yeah, maybe like for a 7-day week, I could be like, Sunday will be Pearl, Monday will be Platinum, Tuesday will be Heart Gold, Wednesday will be Omega Ruby, Thursday will be Yellow, Friday will be Moon, Saturday will be the Crystal Backport. I'll still have to, that's just an example. I'll still have to make room in the schedule for the Crystal Backports and other things, but I could take the 14 games and spread it out to every 3 weeks. Heart Gold's so uncommon, it makes a granny speedrunning the world by wheelchair look like the best thing ever. Yeah, it's just hard to think of a best way to like balance that many games. But then the one question becomes, how do I do the videos? Once a week videos? Yeah, those videos. Like, if I want to rotate between all the games every 3 weeks by doing a bunch of streams, the question is, how will I handle the videos? Hey, Robert. I mean, I technically already pre-planned my videos up to October because I was struggling to figure out what to do for the end of the year. And I haven't filled in my calendar yet. Randomize them in a wheel and eliminate as you choose them? Probably. Like, I can easily do that for the streams, like, decide in order. My one problem with that, though, is theoretically, we could do the same game twice within 4 weeks, or like 12, 13 weeks apart. If I want to spread out all the games across 3 weeks so each one gets repeated once, I want them to be in a consistent pattern. I mean, there is the easy option of just not doing the videos, but I don't want to do that. The main reason is, in the end, the only way to reach to new viewers is the videos. But another idea I had is maybe the videos could just be in one game. One specific game will be the videos only. But I worry that people aren't going to like that. Like, someone's going to be like, man, I liked your Gen 2 videos. I'm unsubscribing. You're only making videos of X and Y now. Something like that. Like, honestly, theoretically, one game I could make into videos only would be Pokemon Moon. The runs are so interesting. But I just worry how people are going to react to that. And then all the other games will just be done as scattered live streams. But the question is, like, I'm not sure how people would like that. But I would have to be willing to, like, go for it. You know what I mean? But should it be something I go for? Because I think shuffling all the different games into videos where, like, you are only going to see, like, Heart Gold, like, every 12, 15 weeks. For the one specific person that likes Heart Gold, they're going to hate that. So maybe in some people's eyes, it'll be worth, like, Heart Gold never being in a video again, but you'll be able to see the runs on the channel far more often. Like, you'll be able to see it, that game once every 3 weeks. Alright, so I can knock out one more Marowak. Leech Seed. No. Alright, I've got one more Marowak to knock out, then I gotta die. Equip the Expert Belt after this blackout. Okay. Ah, dang it. Oh, time to die. Guess I'll die. Oh my gosh. Come on. Knock me out, dude. Oh. Plus, doing Moon for the video will still allow me to do one Moon run a week. Oh, shoot, I forgot the Expert Belt. Well, I'm still not level 27 yet, so I think once I get to level 27, I'll intentionally black out. Moon, why not Sun? Moon was the version I played as a kid. That's why. Plus, Alolan Raticate actually makes Psychic type struggle so freaking bad in this game. So I think Moon would be the more interesting game to do runs in. Because Psychic types in Sun will be like, okay, I just have to defeat a Gumshoos. But then they're like, oh shit, it's an Eradicate. Well, yeah, I do think Lunala is cooler, but Moon was just the version I played as a kid. Yeah, I think this will be my last blackout session, because I only have 71 defense EVs. And I still need around, like, 95. I'm sure I'm going to get the rest of the defense naturally. But getting them here means I won't have to buy any iron. Too complicated to think. I mean, I guess it's not too complicated. I guess just the one question I have... Yeah, N1. I know I forgot the Expert Belt. I realized that. I'm gonna do one final blackout. Okay, 27. Yeah, I'm gonna let this Marowak right here knock me out. I guess just the one question I have is, would it be a good change for the channel? I guess I could have gone straight to the Salazzle, yeah, whatever. Would it be worth having the videos only be in Pokemon Moon? I won't do the Moon streams anymore. Every Friday will be a Moon video. But, in return, all of the other games will be done multiple times a week for streams, where every game will be done every 3 weeks. I don't know, play Kingdom Hearts. Because it would let people see their favorite game far more often, just not in the form of a video. Wait, I did say middle, correct? No, I didn't. Dude, stop blackout grinding. Select the middle one. There we go. And honestly, even though the moon videos were longer, I actually did truly enjoy making the moon videos. Moon video once a week plus one video from a different game on a different day. Okay, I'm not doing 2 videos a week. I did that back in early 2024 from January to May. I've done it, but it sucked. I'm not doing that anymore. Oh. You know, at least I got speed EVs from that. That Salazzle gave me 4 of them. Oh. I guess I didn't need that workup. Dude, 53 minutes. This is when Tapu Lele beat Olivia. Yeah, not great. Alright, Lorantis split. Expert Belt, Hidden Power Fire. We want level 28 to avoid the heal loop. The move is using Rock Tomb to outspeed Lorantis, then work up, then KO Lorantis with Hidden Power Fire. Knock out the partners on site. They're the actual danger. You know what? I think I will do that. What I just mentioned. I am actually going to change it up. I'm sure some people won't like it at first, but I think I might actually find it more enjoyable. Hey, got a citrus berry. Let's go. I'm not going to do it starting next week because I do want to finish Tapu Fini as a live stream. But I think after Tapu Fini's done, I'm going to change it to only doing moon videos and doing the other games scattered throughout 3 weeks. And they'll either be predetermined Pokemon like I'm doing in Moon, or they'll be random runs, depending on what I feel like. Okay, I need to teach Hidden Power Fire here. Alright, Hidden Power Fire over Brick Break. Like, you guys know how Scott just really liked Pokemon Yellow? And he would make a lot of videos around Yellow? I think Pokemon Moon might be becoming my new favorite game to do runs in. I think they'll make the most interesting videos, because the problem is with like the older generations, the videos just feel very rushed. Like, you kind of have to admit the Nidoqueen video for today feels rushed, not because the scripting is bad, but because 1, it's Pokemon Red, and 2, it's a freaking Nidoqueen. It's kind of hard to make the video long, but if I was doing like Pokemon Moon with Nidoqueen, that video can easily go on 37 minutes. Just because there'd be so much to talk about. Make them random? Maybe. I think for Moon specifically, I wasn't doing it random because I wanted to try out like different tiers of Pokemon. Alright, Rock Tomb. To lower the speed. I don't think I need the workup. Oh, I did. You know what? That hidden power, that sunny day actually will help. Now it's black for Scott. Yeah, Scott actually told me he had all of his black runs recorded for the entire year in 2 months. Sorry, I meant the other games for random. I understood what you meant. I'm not doing random moon videos. That's a terrible idea. No one's going to want to watch, like, hey, can I beat Pokemon Moon using a Sandy Cloak Wormadam? No one's watching that. But I think the other games being random, I think that's a good idea. The one problem that could arise from it is, like, I would need to make sure I would give myself time for those streams, because the random streams, the first 1 hour is always routing. Always is. Will Brooksish be able to make the region ugly, or is it ugly because... Or is it the ugly barnacle? It was so ugly and it died. Oh, man. Unless you get something broken like Kyogre. Well, if I get something broken like Kyogre, it'll be pretty quick. I did get Kyogre randomly once. What game was it in? I don't remember. Was it Leaf Green? Yeah, I'll do the new method for the runs, not starting next week, but the week after. I want Tapu Fini to be the final moon stream. And then I'll decide on moon videos specifically. I think the moon videos I'm going to make around a lowland Pokemon. Like, for example, Trumbeak. Or... not Trumbeak, Toucanon. Like Toucanon, Gumshoos... Golisopod. I think it was Leaf Green Fire Red. It might have been, yeah. Do I need anything here? Olivia, Giga Drain, Cherry Berry not required. We don't need bulk up? I didn't see it in the notes. Yeah, I could do the Alolan forms too, yeah. I mean, I won't be able to do the legendaries because I already did them on a stream. I'm still gonna do that thing though where I will re-rank the original 7. Okay, I gotta save here. Not bad. No need to save. Oh my... Dude, I got paralyzed twice in a row and almost died. Okay, a 101 Olivia. That's not the best, but I would say that's the kind of Olivia split for a B tier Pokemon. Tapu Lele had bad RNG and speed, feeling drowsy that day. Oh yeah, I think I was, yeah. Not as drowsy as when I did Mesprit. Okay. How? Equip the Rock EMZ before Nihilego. Look, N1, I'm actually reading your notes. What a concept. But yeah, the video for next week is going to be Pokemon Black with Electros. Galvantula will be the stream. Those videos were essentially already announced in the Nidoqueen video, so I'll stick through to them. Reading notes is a niche concept, right? Plus, the one thing I like about Moon, people complain about the cutscenes, which I agree with, but since I have Turbo, it gives me plenty of time to read the notes for the next section. And also, I remember Scott praised Platinum before for being like the most like laid-back, relaxing game to solo run because it's long and it's not too stressful to think about. This is a long game, but there are parts where it is stressful to think about. So it's like the good amount of relaxing and stress. Well, that was quick. That's our 4 times weakness to poison for you. Alright, 2 Giga Drains. Whoops. Wrong move. Hydro Vortex. Alright, Hakanali from... Well, alright, I'm gonna look at the cuts during the cutscene. Let's see, for Mullane we need at least 90 defense and 96 HP, aka level 31, with 28 HP EVs and 56 defense EVs. I'm essentially good to go in both of those departments. Hidden Power Fire and the Expert Belt. I think you forgot TOB. What? What's TOB? You forgot to buy Protect. Oh. I don't see it in the notes to buy Protect. Oh, right. The notable TMs. Oh, right. Honestly, in my runs, I've actually started to quit doing that, but I really should be in the habit of doing that. That's kind of dumb. Thanks for that. Alright, use work up once, then 2 hidden powers KO Skarmory. For Doug Trio, use Giga Drain, then 2 hidden powers on Matang. For Vikavolt, equip the Rock EMZ. You don't need Swords Dance till after? Okay. Are there any other high money items I can get right now? You know, I really need to look up a nugget location guide. Because I have Charizard. I could go around getting nuggets if I wanted to. But, I mean, there's a Comet Shard after Mullane that sells for like 30 grand. I'll just get that. Alright, so in about 56 minutes, I'll need to take a break. Alright, so work up once. 2 hidden powers. Dude, stop critting me. Horn Leech. Do I need Horn Leech? Honestly, it's just a physical Giga Drain and my physical attack's better. Yes, teach this move. You've been using Pikachu? Nice. I haven't played Champions in a few days, actually. Okay, let's see. I need 2 Carbos and 6 protein. All of that Zubat training allowed me to buy, it allowed me to buy less Carbos, so I was able to get the vitamins I needed. Rock EMZ. I forgot to mention you needed the Miracle Seed. I guess Grass EMZ will suffice. Honestly, I don't think Miracle Seed is going to be too needed. Man, Scott would cringe so hard seeing how many times I use Rock Tomb. One shot. Come on. One shot. Not even close. It's not strictly required? Okay. East Vikavolt was pretty easy. Coming up next is the most difficult totem fight in the whole game, Mimikyu. Pretty much every single run has to do special planning for Mimikyu. Yeah, that was actually the reason in Champions I had to give Venoshock to my Toxapex, because otherwise Taunt would have made it useless. Oh, Protect. I need Protect. Guzma, you actually have to use Miracle Seed Hornleech on Galizapod before getting Rock Slide. What? I'll just trust you on that. Guzma fight. Protect, Swords Dance once, then spam Rock Tomb / Rock Slide. Why? Oh, right, you told me you made last-minute changes to the notes. Then again, I am the one who told you, like, I generally copy the notes, like, an hour before stream, but today was kind of an exception. Dude, that thing lived. I'd rather give a Pokemon something crap instead of seeing it speed up against some of the... Instead of seeing if something will be immune to it. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, my Toxapex is kind of useless on Steel types, though. Because I should have given it, like, Liquidation or something. Let's see, Mimikyu. We need at least level 35. To ensure the fight, we technically need 37 with 104 speed, but it isn't mandatory. Rock 2 Mimikyu into Bloom Doom will KO Mimikyu. If your speed stat is lower than 89, you'll also need a Mimic Play Rough Miss. What's my speed? 79. Okay, so essentially we're gonna have to get a Play Rough Miss? Or a Mimic? Well, no, it's if I'm 89 speed or lower. Does 89 speed or lower mean after the Rock Tomb, I will still underspeed it? Mimic or Play Rough Miss, both work. But yeah, or N1, does the 89 speed or lower means it still outspeeds after the Rock Tomb? Oh my god. You meant lower than 80. Wow, that was close. So only if my speed is lower than 89, which it is. So does this mean I need to get XP? I'll go get those trainers I skipped. I mean, I'm still gonna need 35 anyway. Honestly, I think we'll survive damage from a Play Rough just fine. So I think 35 will be enough. It's not gonna matter if one Rock Tomb doesn't work. The Rock Tomb is to break the disguise anyway. Dude, the Lake Trio music in Legends Arceus is really good. The BDSP one's pretty bad, though. Have you done any medium-fast growth rates? I have. Dude. I have, yeah. Like, let's see. The elemental monkeys were medium-fast. Heracross was medium. Oh, no, Heracross was slow. Lilligant, I believe, was medium-fast. Houndoom was slow. Alright, so I think it was just Porygon, the elemental monkeys, and Lilligant. Those are the only ones I've done in the medium-fast group. Oh, but fast growth rates? Fast. I don't think I've done a fast growth rate, no. I don't think I have, no. I haven't done any erratic or fluctuating either. Whoa. Yeah, I've done way too many slow growth rates, yeah. Turn 1 Mimic. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Okay, that was stupid. First reset because of an attack drop. Turn 1 Mimic again. Honestly, a lot of strategies that Pokemon have to do for Mimikyu just boils down to, can you get a turn 1 Mimic? But here's the thing, in the Ultra games, that Mimikyu does not have Mimic, it's all attacking moves. So some Pokemon would be almost impossible in that game. Make a year of no slow growth rates? That'd be impossible. Lamira's gonna be awful. I'm sure. Let's see. He's the second hardest fight in the game. We need level 37 with at least 92. Alright, so I'm gonna need another level. Honestly, we don't need that bad of a level for the endgame. I think I can afford one candy. Rock Tomb and Citrus Berry. Rock Tomb and Citrus Berry. Pray for no poison. Shell Bell doesn't heal enough. Expert, but 36 might work, but it's more luck reliant. Yeah. Yeah, that Citrus Berry was definitely necessary for sure. That wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was definitely because of all those defense CVs I got. We're good on defense. We need a 120 speed and like 116 attack, so we're very close on all those measures. Hey, N1, what are the attack and special attack, or what's the attack and speed EVs that I need by the end of the game? They're at the top of the notes you made. It's just so I don't have to scroll up in my notes. I will say, though, I'm not a fan of Dialga and Palkia's theme in Legends Arceus. It's way too slow. Alright. Oh, Rock Slide. I'll get it after the Team Skull area here. Those haven't changed. 112 attack, 120 speed. So I need like 7 attack EVs, 15 speed. And we're good on defense. I'm just gonna fight these grunts first, then go get Rock Slide. So that way I can fly back here. Wide lens too? Okay. Alright, what moves do I need for Nanu? Swords Dance. I need Swords Dance. With Grassium Z. I'll need the Grassium Z for Nala coming up. Or Nanu, not Nala. Nanu. No. I'm gonna wait till afterwards since my tentacle's still alive. Dude, I should have deposited it before I came back. Rototilier. Gross. Oh, my thing is still in the party. Alright. I am, unfortunately, a little bit short on attack EVs, but we should be fine. Level 39 with 112. Oh, we're gonna underspeed by a bit. Hopefully it won't be a big deal. Oh, I level up into it. Nice. You know what's funny? It's just really weird. Isn't it funny just Nanu just does not care he's fighting his own island's deity? Alright, late game. Bloom Doom Oko's Hypno. Hornleech spam should solve the basement. We're gonna want Brick Break. I don't think I don't think we need Hidden Power Fire for right now. I'm gonna continue holding on to the Grassy MZ. Yep, fight everybody in here. I mean, I know you can skip all these guys, but the problem is this place just provides way too good of training. Why do you still have HP Fire? Not anymore, I don't. Normally, the Aether Foundation is the point where I try to replace my moveset with an all-attacking set. Black Hole Eclipse is your favorite generic Z move? I thought your favorite generic Z move is Twinkle Tackle. I'm just kidding. I don't remember what the generic effects look like. They all look pretty good. People make fun of Twinkle Tackle, though, but Twinkle Tackle's pretty funny. Oh, speaking of which, I cannot wait if Pokemon Champions introduces a season with Z crystals. Imagine like seeing those animations again for the first time in like 9 years. It might be Terra next, most likely. But I noticed the current season is named M-1, which I think stands for Mega Evolution Season 1. So either the next season might be M2, or it might be a different gimmick. That's why I'm telling people like who are skeptical on how Champions is right now, wait and see what they do for Season 2. Because it'll tell us how the game's gonna work going forward. Masquerain outspeeds you, so save. Okay. Hey, Jeezy. I'd like to be able to use all 4 gimmicks in one battle. Honestly, I don't know if they would ever allow that, but apparently in the trailer, apparently there's a moment in one of the old trailers where you can actually see a battle with a Terra Pokemon and a Mega at the same time, so I don't know how they're going to handle it. Been making little hack job edits. Yeah, I edited a little thing recently. When I had those 3 Gen 1 misses in Generation 1 with my Nidoqueen run, I made it into a YouTube short. I've started making captions in my YouTube shorts. You actually enjoy editing? Editing is a huge mental grind for me. Send you some on Discord? Oh, while I was streaming? I'll look at it later. I mean, all one side using it. I haven't watched it yet. Banger audio choices. Alright. I actually do wonder what... Oh, no. You know what's funny? I actually forgot we were playing with a fairy type. Just like with Tapu Koko, this thing only learns one fairy move, and that's Dazzling Gleam. I don't want to hear any, actually Nature's Madness. I don't want to hear it. That move is only good when combined with its Z Crystal, which is in the post-game. Technically, it's acquired during the credits. Like when you fight Tapu Koko, you get the Tapu Z Crystal, and it turns that move into something really good. But its standalone effect, it's a clone of Super Fang. You could probably use it with a Farium Z, but I'm not sure what its power would be like. Okay, thankfully I've been getting lucky with Golisopod not using a first impression. Crit. Okay, I need to teach Protect. Z Belly Drum is stupid. What's Z Belly Drum do? Does it, like, get rid of negative stat lowers? It got Fairy Wish in Masters? Interesting. What do you mean it guarantees the belly drum? What's that supposed to mean? If powered up by a Normalium D into Z Belly Drum, it restores all the user's HP before the Belly Drum HP deduction takes effect. Oh, so like, even if you're at like red health, you can use that move to give you your health back, then it lowers down to half? Okay, I will admit that is pretty dumb. That is actually pretty dumb. Is it 9 o'clock yet? Okay, so in 15 minutes, I'm gonna need to take a 10-minute break. Because I'll have to take the dogs out to go potty one last time for the night and give them their nighttime treat. That's why Snorlax was so dominant in VGC 2018. Oh, so a lot of people used it. That and Curslax. Yeah, the good old classic Curslax. There's a few other dumb Z moves. There's actually some Z... Oh, do you mean dumb as in bad? I've got a good one. Hold on. Z conversion giving you an Omni boost. That Porygon run was very interesting to play. And Hornleech is so good. If powered up by a Psychium Z into Z Rest, all the user's lowered stats are reset. Gujizi, you'd be surprised how many status moves have that effect. I think like half of the status moves in the game, if you use a Z move, it resets your lowered stats. Some of them have unique ones. Like, for example, if you use a Z move with Rain Dance or Sunny Day, it'll actually give you +1 to your speed. I've actually had one solo run where I would actually use Z Rain Dance to get a speed boost to make me win. I've actually planned for it. You need level 50 before the Sun Veteran? Alright, I can easily get that without candies. Oh, let me read ahead. Hapu. Usually hard Hapu is easy, although annoying due to flinches. We need Energy Ball in our set, level 48 and Expert Belt. Spam Horn Leech on most of our team, Energy Ball and Mudstale. We do want to be 50 after this fight for Harry. I hate going against Trick Room. You know what's funny? I was facing a Trick Room team in Champions one time, and it actually kind of messed that person up a bit because I was using a Rhyperior when they used Trick Room with what's the final evolved form of Hatini? That Pokemon, the very tall one with the hat. It actually used Trick Room again to get rid of the Trick Room because my Rhyperior was slower than most of its team. Hatterene, that was you? Oh, that was you. That's funny. You're like, don't speak to me don't read to me the ancient tombs. I was there when it was written. That was our battle. I'm sorry. These all blend in with each other. Oh. I need to go. We're weak to fire. I need to get an Oka Berry. Harry is pretty much just so difficult. I always plan for Oka Berry. Because the problem is, like, I can't survive both a heat wave and an overheat. Okay, got an Oka Berry. We're good. You still got cooked? Yeah, don't brag about it. Oh shit, I should not have faced this person. Hey, I had fun with it too, don't get me wrong. You know, I deserve that for ever having challenged her. Like the stream? Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I've known you for years. Dude, you know me back when, like, you and I actually did real Pokemon speedruns. Like, both of us did. I still do real speedruns. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you quit speedruns. Oh, wait. You said that like 50 times. I mean, I'm on a break from it because I spent like 2 weeks practicing and grinding the ZA Catch-em-all speedrun. I did one for charity really long-a-thon. Yeah, I'm kinda hoping to participate in this year's Pokemon Speedrun Marathon. Submissions haven't opened yet, but I would really like to submit for it. I actually was able to join it in 2021, but some particular inside events led to it being canceled, which caused a lot of infighting. I'd rather not bring up 5-year-old drama. But that was a long time ago. I don't take it as seriously. I mean, it depends on your definition of, like, serious runs. I guess the last time I did a serious run was when I was doing Monster Lab. As for Stadium 2, my only goal was to get a run with 0 deaths, which had some of the worst luck ever, but it had 0 deaths, so I took it. Probably the Monster Lab runs, because I was actually trying to beat the record, which I knew I could, I just kept getting bad luck. But when I do start speedrunning again, I do want to start doing Pokemon Conquest. I actually plan to do it seriously for quite a bit, because my goal is actually going to be to get first place in all the categories. I want to do what that one guy did to Mario 64. Like, I want first place in all the side stories. I already have first place in the longest categories because I literally created those categories myself. I would just need to reclaim the record for any percent and actually start running no passwords. Serious that 99.8% of people don't care about. Yep, same here. Lusamine 2. No, not changed moveset or item after Kamo, only level 65 being necessary. So I need to use my candies before Lusamine, huh? Okay. Honestly, I have plenty of extra attack EVs. I think only level 47 will be needed. Dude, I need to, like, teach some real moves. Just taking a long break from it. Yeah, I'm taking a break from it too. You know, honestly, Legends ZA is probably the only main series Pokemon game I will honestly ever take seriously in speedrunning. But then again, I already have. I did my one run of Catch 'em All, and I don't plan to run anything else. Because any percent's a really boring category. It's essentially, I have to repeat what I just did in that Catch 'em All stream, just no catching oh my god. Just no catching Pokemon, and the run is still like 6.5 hours. And that's with Turbo. But I don't want to do real speedruns with Turbo because I consider it cheating. You're playing with modified hardware. Like, I have no idea why the runners of that game voted to allow Turbo. I mean, I know why. It's because there's so much text in that game. I understand that part, but it just feels wrong. It essentially means unless you buy a piece of modded hardware, you're never going to be able to compete. I mean, I have Turbo with this, but this isn't a real category. These are like rules I just made up. I play like with my own rule set, arbitrary. So it doesn't really count. Dude. Okay, I think I need to use a Rock EMZ for this fight. Most of the older Pokemon games are optimized to the point of me not giving a shit because I can't provide anything they already didn't. That's honestly the reason I don't like doing solo runs in the older generations, because the older it is, the more optimized it is. And when it's so optimized, it's not really fun to play. Like, Generation 1 has just been so optimized, especially since Scott already did all 151 Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow. And pretty much all the known strats and methods are just set in stone at this point. So there's really nothing new to add. But the newer the game you go, the less optimized it is. It's honestly another reason I really like playing moon runs, because these games are not optimized. I think it's impossible to optimize these games, just because of how much variance there is. And Scott showed up as soon as I mentioned him. Scott, is this like some sort of magic power you have? You always show up when I mention your name? Zealous Mon's tryharding. Yeah, he's making you look like a I don't know, like a casual. I've just been lurking. Hey Scott, how's it going? Oh, I need a energy ball. Yeah, Scott, me and some members of chat were discussing earlier, like, some ideas I had for the channel, because I wanted to change up how I do, like, the videos and streams, because I don't like the fact that I do 14 different games. I like the variety, but the problem is, like, if somebody likes one specific game, they're only going to see it maybe every 3 months, if they're lucky. Plus, some of the games I don't enjoy doing as much anymore compared to other games. But, we actually had a really interesting idea, and I'm thinking of sticking with it. Basically, as of right now, my favorite game to actually do solo runs in is actually Pokemon Moon. It's kind of like the reason you really enjoy doing Pokemon Black, because it's just so different for you, and it combines a lot of what you like from other games. Pokemon Moon kind of does a similar thing for me. It combines aspects from games that I do runs in of other generations into like one game. And it's just so fun for me. So what my idea was, one second, expert belt. What my idea was is I take the 14 games I play, I space them out to where each game gets done once as a live stream every 3 weeks. But then I was thinking, what about the video? I'm going to make a video on the one game that I passionately enjoy doing right now, and that's actually Pokemon Moon. I just feel like there's so much more I can talk about. There's a lot more different strategies I can pull off. And, I'm not going to have, like, 12-minute videos because I did Pokemon Red with a Nidoqueen. Because, you know, there's only so much you can talk about in that run. And I'm thinking, like, if one of my watchers really enjoys Pokemon Platinum, then it'll come with the downside of not being able to see a video of Platinum, but they'll be able to see it on my channel every 3 weeks. So I'm actually going to try that out within the next couple of weeks and see how people like it. The only thing left to do in Crush is to optimize all the levels and get some good full game runs. Nice. Okay, Okaberry. I have Rock Slide, yeah. Swords Dance, Rock Slide. Okay. Wait. I did save, right? I did. Yeah, I need a train. Why does Tapu Bulu look like a T? Because his name starts with a T. Oh, I need to take my break right now. I'll wait till I get to level 50. Yeah, but all the Tapus do. Yeah, and they all start with the letter T. I don't know. I think Tapu Bulu is supposed to be based off of a bull. Oh, I saw this X post from Bulbapedia. In 2025, their least visited legendary Pokemon page was actually Tapu Bulu. Alright, almost level 50. Then we'll fight all the trainers in the canyon. And then, we'll use all of our candies before Lucamine. Please don't talk about the deer bull Pokemon. I get flashbacks. Oh, from Tauros. Do, 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 do. There we go. Oh, also, where's Stone Edge? Okay, that's ridiculous. I missed a Rock Slide. Dude, Rock Tomb is more accurate than Rock Slide. And Rock Tomb is only 10 power weaker. And that is why I have the Oka Berry. Alright, I'm gonna equip a Shell Bell here. Yeah, I know. Thank you for the reminder. Dude, do you seriously have to remind me to do chores? Screw you. Okay. What are you, my mom? Alright, everyone. I will be back in 10 minutes. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so how many candies do I have? 9. So there's a 10th one in here. I need 65 for Lucamine. So I'm going to need to grind to 55. Fissure Span, we talking about Tinglu? What is everyone talking about? Tinglu is the name of the stupid bearable head fuck. Oh, Tinglu. Apparently you have so much attack, Stone Edge isn't worth it. Where is Stone Edge? I hate this thing. Sea Folk Village. You should prioritize Sunny Day. Okay. When do I need that? The League? You know, one time in a Scarlet and Violet battle, someone actually killed me with a Tinglu Fissure. Kukui and Acerola. Stone Edge is only for Kahili. Okay. But you said, like you said, our attack is more than high enough. Oh my god. I'm not worried about PP right now because Lily's gonna heal me shortly. Did you get the wishy-washy candy? Oh shoot, I didn't. Honestly, I don't think we'll need it. I mean, I'm quite confident from here till after Komoa we'll get 3 levels. I'm pretty confident in that. Because there's a lot of trainers. Definitely faster than training for 2 minutes. I don't think it'll be too... Well, I guess I know what you mean. But I essentially do consider all these trainers mandatory. All right, let's go say hi to Chuck. Megahorn. I don't think I want this move. No. Oh, and here's the thing. Those final 3 trainers combined essentially give 1 level. Hey, you'd be surprised how much XP these guys give. If it's not enough, I will go get the candy. I mean, to be fair, I might actually want to leave anyway just to heal. $54. DP Max Horn Leech. Okay. Here. I'm going to bet, or here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bet 5 free gifted memberships. So it's not going to cost anything on my end. That, after I beat the Komodo, I will be level 55. Oh, that's Scald, not Candy. Dude, the candy was further up. What am I doing? Dude, why didn't I push the boulder first? That's embarrassing. And to not cheat, I'm not going to use any wild Pokemon. Starting with this trainer all the way to the Komodo. Remember, this guy has 4 Pokemon. If I don't get 55 after the Komodo, I'll give 5 memberships. Alright, so I'm essentially 60% of the way to the next level. Is that going to be enough? I don't... Honestly, it's going to end up summoning a helper, because it's going to use Protect. Wait, Komodo. Due to our nature, we outspeed the Komodo at 53, but it also means we need to use an expert belt on the dragon. Dazzling Gleam. Yep. Ooh, that was lucky. Dude, even with the 2 extra helpers, I'm a small sliver away from 55. Oh, dang. I need to fight some wild Pokemon. Damn it. N1, I think it gives the memberships randomly between subscribers. I don't think these are actual lurkers. I think these are just actual subscribers. Alright, Lucamine, Horn Leech, and Brick Break. We have to equip a Z move though. Dude, N1, you're not clear with what Z move to use. Like, what Z move? Gracium Z? Either fighting or grass would work. Okay. Let's see, Gladion. My Arceus is that Crobat annoying. For this to work, we need level 65 with 120 speedies and Rock EMZ. We use Rock Slide versus the Crobat, Horn Leech versus Weavile to not feint a quick attack, Brick Brick Lucario, and Z Rock Slide Silvally. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by, Jeezy. I mean, right now we're on the final 8 fights. The final 8 fights are brutal. It all starts with Lucamine. Honestly, I think it'd be better to equip the rock type one. So let's see who got the gifted memberships. Marvin Mees, J Shell 52, Ben Crux, and Core Plays, and Rob Beba. Nobody that I really know. You know what? I have final membership tiers. Rock EMZ is useless. Well, I need it for the next fight anyway. I'm probably going to have all Swords Dances up. Lane split. Let's just see how much this does. Almost. Probably should have just used Brick Break. What's this on 217? Let's see. An A tier finish would be sub 230. Do you change a plan? You should do Kahili after a Sorolla now, not before. Why so? You need level 68 for the Healy. The Healy is Swords Dance and Wide Lens instead of Hidden Power Fire and Rock EMZ. Swords Dance once, then Horleech into Rock Slide on Skarmory, Rock Slide the others. Okay. Okay, what do I do for here? Rock Slide versus the Crobat. Hornleech versus Weavile to not feint a Quick Attack. Brick Break, Z-Move. Level 68, we won't need Stone Edge at all. Nice. Rock Slide, Flareon, Hornleech, everything else. He's trivial, unless you get super unlucky with Rock Slide. Bye, Sunny Day. Right. What? Oh, I never stepped foot in the center, so I can't fly back. I did not know that was one of those places. Whoops. We'll do this in case I black out. Alright, let's see. Olivia. Easy. Paula. Teach Workup and Dazzling Gleam. Alright, so Olivia with our current set. Oh, let's do this. I think if we can first try everybody, we might be able to beat Tapu Koko. Just maybe. Imagine you had to fight Gladion and How again, right? Let's see. Acerola. Acerola. Acerola will be fine with Swords Dance Horn Leech. Sunny Day Swords Dance. Why Sunny Day? Oh, you mean teach those moves? Alright, what am I using for Kahili? I think it was Swords Dance Rock Slide. Let me scroll up. Swords Dance and Wide Lens. Swords Dance once, the Horn Leech into Rock Slide the others. Yep. Oh, I forgot to teach Swords Dance. Dude, why does everything crit? Yep, that was my fault. I know, it was my fault. I forgot to teach Swords Dance. Dude, I almost won, though. Hey, what? Must have gotten a defense boost with stealing. So, question. Oh. Is the strat for Kukui still the same? And I'm badly poisoned. There we go. Keep misclicking. It said spam rock slide. Okay, let's see. Dance, leech, rock slide. Alright, let's see. Brick break. Hold on, notes say brick break, horn leech, swords dance, sunny day. With the fiery MZ. With at least 112 attack, 28 HP, and 68 defense. Yeah, we have more than enough. 2 swords dances, and Z sunny day. Pray for no crit. Z sunny day. This will give me +1 speed. Then horn leech. Then we start the sweep. Damn paralysis. Okay, that is... Dude, that is so dumb. That one reset costed the A tier. I literally could not move in paralysis 2 times in a row, and that just costed the A tier. Yep, it's gonna get top place in the B tier now. Dude, this was gonna be so close with Tapu Koko. But there's just nothing you can do to block Thunderwave. Look at that. 10 seconds too slow. All because of one reset. Ah. I will say though, this Pokemon kinda surprised me. I expected this to be very bad, but I think having the passive healing in addition to a self-healing move that doubles in power, increasing my healing, was really good. But still, the 4 times weakness to poison, lack of fairy moves, especially physical fairy moves at that. I can see why no one really uses Tapu Bulu. And also, the reason we were able to survive all those stone edges was because of our passive healing. The grassy terrain made Kukui more tolerable. Feeny is sneaky. I've been told Tapu Fini is going to be the worst. Gotta sit through these long ass credits first. But yeah, very surprisingly, Tapu Bulu and Tapu Koko are very close to each other. Tapu Lele is way in the lead. Alien without my PC, so I can't work my nose for some days. Still need to figure out Bike Volt. I mean, that's fine though. You got a whole week. You know, it's really funny. Lily gives you her old Pokédoll, but you could just use it on a random Pokemon. Yeah, Calm Mind's near the end of the game. Yeah, it's just the unfortunate thing. The only setup moves you get access to are Work Up, Bulk Up, and Swords Dance. I don't think Hone Claws is a TM in this game. Okay. Dude, it is so awful. We just barely missed the A tier. Bone Claws got replaced with Work Up. Yeah, but Work Up used to be, what, TM83 or something like that? But then it got replaced with some other move. Alright, if we take a look at the tier list here, Tapu Bulu is top of the B tier with a time of 2:30:10. But if we look at the tier list leaderboard right here, look at that, 2:29:17. Honestly, I think even if we didn't get that reset, we would not have beaten Tapu Koko, but we still would have landed a spot in the A tier. This Pokemon honestly belonged in the A tier, but sadly things just went wrong and it barely missed it. I do not think it's worthy of S tier. I would have to cut over 10 minutes from the run, which is very doubtful because a lot of the training I did was absolutely necessary. Oh, let's take a look at Tapu Fini. Haze, Mist, Withdraw, Water Gun, Water Pulse, and also if you're wondering, the TMs for Surf and Waterfall are post-game only. They are unaccessible. This is another thing that's going to be interesting with Moon. Water types are very heavily nerfed. If you don't get Scald, you're stuck with whatever you got by level up. Literally when John Calibro on his channel was playing Cloyster fully evolved, it had no water moves unless you count like Hidden Power Water. No Moonblast. Well, we can technically have it in the league. The terrain has the following effects Pokemon that are on the ground. It has the power of Dragon-type moves, and it prevents Pokemon from being affected by non-volatile status conditions. I think non-volatile means like confusion. Oh, here's the game time. 9 hours, 55 minutes, barely sub 10. Okay, it's glitching up again. WTF, what is this speed? Oh, let's take a look at the speed stat. 85 speed. Yeah, not the best. But at least better than Bulu's speed. I think Tapu Bulu had worse speed. Yeah. Oh, check this out. Here's a new feature with Scott's thing. I'm gonna look up another Pokemon, right click, and compare. Check it out. I can actually compare the two. Yeah, we have way less attack, barely any better special attack, barely any better speed, and more special defense. Like, look at this. Tapu Bulu actually has the better stat spread. Kind of nuts. I mean, we get a bit more speed to work with, which is great. And basically, moves that are highlighted blue are different. So at least Tapu Fini gets Shadow Ball, Scald. This is Cynthia's theme from Black 2 and White 2. Dude, Tapu Bulu had so much more coverage. Ice Beam is locked until Mount Lanakia, which is essentially Victory Road. We would have to wait on ice coverage until Pawnee Island. Shadow Ball. Literally Shadow Ball and Scald are like the only difference in moves. We don't get Work Up either. We don't get Work Up. We don't get Brick Break. We don't get Rock Tomb. We don't get Rock Slide. We don't get Swords Dance. Just awful, dude. I mean, the one bright side is we'll get Scald very early on. But we're essentially just... Wait a minute. This thing does... Wait. Misty Terrain, Moonblast, Water Gun, Withdraw? Correct. Oh, I gotta tell Scott this is a bug. Hold on. When you do the comparison, these remember moves are in the wrong order. I'm gonna... Yeah, these are in the wrong order. We're going to rely on echoed voice. Pretty much. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly make a bug report. Okay, now I need to exit the comparison. Alright, everyone, so yeah, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow. We'll be doing Pokemon Crystal with Mega Zeraora. I haven't even made a sprite for that, so that's gonna need to be made. But I'll see y'all later. Bye.